Hi, this is Ricky-san. I'm Pi System Consultant. In this video, I'm going to talk about when you have incorrect data in your Pi server and what can you do about it. And let's say I have a OPC DA interface collecting data, right? And for some reason, there is a mistake on people misconfigure the item ID from the instrument tag attribute within the Pi tag. It not getting the correct data to the right tag. Then that tag pretty much have wrong data. And the operator has spot that, they feel weird about the data. They're going to run a month-end report. And for regulatory compliance, they don't have the right data. What can you do about it as an administrator, Pi system administrator? First, I was looking at tool. Where can I find a tool that can delete the data in the Pi system and then put the right data back? I was talking to the SCADA guy, and the SCADA guy actually gave me the correct data. He said, in the SCADA system, we got data. What do you want to do? And then I just tell him, export that into a CSV file or text file. Give me that and then I'll figure it out. He exported like 5 minutes data. And then from my side, once I got the CSV files or text files, I have a couple options in my mind. I'm like, okay, maybe there is an interface called Pi UFL interface, Universal File Stream Loader interface, that can parse the text file or the CSV file. Then I could just run that interface and then I'll pass the file and then send the data to Pi with the data he sent to me, right, with CSV format. But that client doesn't have Pi UFL interface because they didn't purchase that. They have no license for that interface. Then it's not an option for me because that's the easier option for me, right? Then my thought process is, well, you must have a Pi system access license. Let's see, go to the download page and see if they have that Pi OLEDB provider, because I wanted to delete some data from that Pi SQL commander to delete some data and then insert some data back from SQL. And then I'm like, oh, it's not there too. It's not available. So that client must not bought the Pi system access license. They just have a Pi data link and they don't even have Pi vision. That's not an option for me. No Pi system access, no programming to delete data or insert data. What's left? What can I do? Like, let's say you're a doctor, you know all the tech in the US, in the Canada, you have all this tech equipment you can utilize, and suddenly you go to a third world country, but you're still helping people, trying to rescue them, right? And you're trying to help as much as you can. And what kind of tool is available? There's no tool. So what I was thinking before, it doesn't work. Now I have to think like, okay, what's the cheapest way we can go for then? Then I'm like, okay, let's use Pi System Management tool to grab those tags. There isn't that many tags, and the request isn't like maybe 10 tags that has issues with the data. So there isn't many tags, maybe 10. And then I was like using Pi System Management tool, archive editor, find the expect time, start time and end time of a tag, right? For many tags, like 10 tags or something. And then I press delete from Pi System Management tool, and then I delete the data Pi System Management tool. And then I did that for all the tags. And then what I did for filling up the data is using PiConfig. So PiConfig, you can insert data, right? Once you put it in the specific format, then you could use PiConfig as a free tool to also insert the data. After a while, I thought about like, oh, what if I have thousands of tags I need to delete data, then what, right? You could also use PiConfig PyConfig is a free tool for you to insert data, modify data, or delete data. Just wanted to give it to you, saying like if you don't have tool, like some easy tool like PyUFL interface or PySystem Access OLEDB provider, you can still use PyConfig to delete or insert data. It just may be a little slower, a little more difficult to look at, but I guess it's not difficult, it's just a way to do it. So this article on PyConfig, and before doing it, before delete data, as I said in the past, make sure you take a backup in case you mess up, like you delete something you're not supposed to delete, then you have a way out, right? Otherwise, you might run into trouble. You delete something you don't intend to delete, and you're like, oh, let's say you have a OLED provider, and then you do delete, and you accidentally delete the database. Then that's the recovery process you have to go through. So you have to restore the Pi server. It would take so much time. Don't do it. Make sure do a little test on small data, day of data before you even do a large amount, right? That's my take from this exercise. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, and I'll see you next time.